このカラスマさんをサポートするために現れたの。
Hi everyone, meet again on the Unite Pieces channel. Today we will recap an action, thriller, horror movie, titled Assassination Classroom. Assassination Classroom adapted from the anime of the same name. This movie tells the story of a mysterious creature that resembles an octopus, which has blown up the moon, and threatens to do the same to the Earth within 1 year. But in that 1 year, the octopus creature will become a teacher and train students to be able to kill him before the destruction of the Earth. So, make sure you watch this video till the end, for a better experience. The movie begins by showing the condition of the moon, which 70% has been destroyed by aliens, and the aliens will also destroy the Earth, making it very difficult for the military on Earth to prevent the disaster from happening. However, this alien offers to postpone the destruction of the Earth for the next 1 year, but on one condition, that he will become one of the teachers at a high school in Japan. Quickly, the offer was immediately accepted by the world military. The story then turns to the high school in Japan. Class 3E is a collection of failed child. They were given a special assignment by the Japanese martial arts army to kill a mysterious creature in the form of a yellow octopus that had destroyed part of the moon. If the octopus is not killed within 1 year, then he will destroy the Earth. In addition, there is also a reward of 10 million yen or equivalent for anyone who manages to kill it. Initially, dozens of students were told to kill using a special knife, and shoot the octopus with an air gun containing anti-octopus bullets. But in reality it is not that easy. It turns out that the octopus is also able to move quickly, even faster than a jet airplanes. Then comes a woman named Ariana Yelovich, who is a highly skilled professional assassin. She was originally sent to kill the yellow octopus, and has been posing as an English teacher all this time. Ariana directly teaches the students how to become elite and professional assassins. The scene switches to Shiota Nagase, who is the main actor of the movie. The first conflict begins when a student asks Nagase to bring a bomb filled with anti-octopus bullets, and detonate it in the classroom. However, their plan fails because the octopus manages to dodge. With a red face, he threatens the student who told Nagase to dare to do this. He also lectured them, reminding them not to do such dangerous things. He then taught them how to kill silently, without even making a sacrifice. For a moment, they began to like the octopus, and with the consent of the 3E class, they agreed to name the octopus Koro-sensei. Soon, Nagasa's second conflict occurred when a transfer student named Akabane Karma came to the school. He was a very smart student who had previously been in the same main class as Nagase. He was transferred to Class E, because he had hurt one of the Class A students who always bullied Class E students. After knowing Karma's haughty background, Koro-sensei then changed his attitude, and punished Karma for being disrespectful. However, his way of punishment was unique, because he gave Karma fresh food, then told him to eat it immediately. Koro-sensei also drew a little art on Karma's nails, which indirectly hurt his pride as a man. Karma tried to resist, but quickly Koro-sensei put on a cute apron, which immediately made Karma lose his identity. Because he felt humiliated, Karma then tested Koro-sensei. He intended to commit suicide by jumping from a high hill, but smartly Koro-sensei managed to save Karma. Knowing that, Karma's attitude immediately began to change, and respected his teacher more. On the other hand, a student from Class 3E appeared who was a robot named Ritsu. This Ritsu is a woman who communicates through a screen equipped with weapons, and complete self-defense. Her purpose for coming to Class 3E was because she was ordered to kill Koro-sensei. Ritsu brutally attacked Koro-sensei, making the classroom a mess, and the other students also did not like the presence of Ritsu. However, thanks to the advice of Koro-sensei, Ritsu finally stopped the chaos, and began to become familiar and even friendly with other friends. A few days later, another new student named Itana Haribe appeared. Here Ritsu explained that he was trained in murder together with her, and they had to be aware of Itana's presence. When school hours are over, Itana invites Koro-sensei to duel in the classroom, and suddenly Koro-sensei's tentacles are cut off. It turns out that Itana also has tentacles in his hair. It makes Koro-sensei remember something unpleasant, even to the point of making him very angry. With a dark red face, he asks where Itana got the tentacles from. But Itana didn't care and continued to attack Koro-sensei, until finally Itana managed to corner him. But Koro-sensei also quickly turned the situation around, and managed to defeat Itana with an anti-octopus knife belonging to one of the students. After Itana was lying down, Itana's guard then took him away. Long story short, after several months of 3E students being educated by Koro-sensei, they suddenly heard the news that the defense general or teacher Karasuma would be replaced by a new teacher, Akira Takaoka. At the beginning, Takaoka seemed friendly because he always gave food to students, but his true nature emerged after starting training, because his way of educating students was so hard that he even forced students who were already exhausted to continue training. One of the students then said that he preferred to be educated by Karasuma. Hearing that, Takaoka was immediately annoyed, and when he was about to hit the student, Karasuma stopped Takaoka and told him to stop the training. However, Takaoka refused and even challenged Karasuma to a one-on-one duel, but the duel was not for Karasuma but for the students. He explained that if he lost against his student then he would resign from this position, and if he won, then this training would continue even though they were exhausted. Hearing that, Karasuma then chose Nagisa to fight Takaoka, because Nagisa has a hidden potential that only a true killer has. Evidently, the match was quickly won by Nagisa, because Takaoka could not read Nagisa's movements and only kept silent. Finally, Takaoka left the school. One day, Koro-sensei held an exam and would give an advantage to the students. Any student who scored top in the subject then had the right to destroy one of his tentacles. He even revealed that when he lost one tentacle, then he would lose some of his speed, and if he lost more tentacles, then he would be weakened, giving a great opportunity for students to kill Koro-sensei. Since then, Koro-sensei taught his students one by one to get satisfactory grades. Koro-sensei also taught how to overcome weaknesses in other fields that the students did not like. Some time later, the students managed to get good grades, but instead of using the opportunity to kill Koro-sensei, they delayed, and planned to kill Koro-sensei during the summer vacation. Short story on summer vacation, the students prepared with complete weaponry. They trapped Koro-sensei and managed to cut off his tentacles. After cutting off the tentacles, they immediately prepared fresh water, because after studying all this time, they finally knew the weakness of the octopus, namely fresh water. They shot water around Koro-sensei, making it so that it could not escape, after which they shot bullets at Koro-sensei. However, their plan fails because Koro-sensei changes its shape into a solid crystal, which will only be broken after 24 hours. On the other hand, the students suddenly fainted, because they turned out to be affected by a virus caused by Takaoka. Takaoka cunningly said he would cure them with an antidote, if they exchanged Koro-sensei who had become a crystal. But suddenly Itana came who immediately chased Nagisa and Karma. They took away Koro-sensei while the other students treated those affected by the virus. Nagisa who brought Koro-sensei then climbed to the electricity tower, and there he was with Karma trying to hold Itana, because actually Nagisa had predicted that it would rain, so he deliberately climbed to the top of the tower so that Itana was exposed to rainwater, because Itana is also weak to water just like Koro-sensei. After being weakened by rainwater, Nagisa approached Itana and then released the tentacles that were on Itana's head. Nagisa then returned to school and saw that his friends had been taken hostage by Takaoka. However, with his ingenuity, Nagisa managed to deceive Takaoka by exchanging Koro-sensei for an ordinary ball. At the same time Karma rescued another friend, and they finally managed to defeat Takaoka and his men. In the end, Koro-sensei was taken to a place by the government to be destroyed. Just before being blown up, Koro-sensei gave farewell and advice to his students, making the students feel lost. A moment later the destruction of the crystal was successful, and the students felt sad for the loss of Koro-sensei. When they returned, suddenly Koro-sensei was behind them, and the story returned with Koro-sensei teaching class 3E, and everyone looked happy, even they lightly shot Koro-sensei. Before this story ended, Itana guards wearing white coats were seen watching Koro-sensei, but his identity was unknown, and that's how the movie ended. That's the end of the movie. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and support this channel by subscribing and enabling notifications. If you have any suggestions for future movie recaps, feel free to let us know in the comments. See you soon.